finally, we're going to do some tips. Who are we tipping and in how many sets?
I'm going to go with Sabalenka for the win. I just believe that having a really tough match against Coco Gauff was actually really good for her. She got through it. There was some tough moments. She was ahead, had to fight back. So I think that's going to set her up for a final. So I'm going to go Sabalenka, but I'm going to go, it will still be tight, but she's going to win.
I'm going Sabalenka too. I thought she'd win the tournament way back during the Brisbane International, so I can't, get off the bandwagon now with one match to go. So I think Sabalenka in straight sets, but I think it'll be a competitive match.
Okay, for Zhang to cause an upset for the two of you, what does she need to do and do well?
Again, I think serve well. She's got to be really wary of her first serve percentage. She wins a high percentage when it goes in, but she's not going to be wanting to hit too many second serves against Sabalenka. I think that's going to be a really important point for her to be able to hold serve, and then hopefully she can relax on some of these return games, use her big ground strokes. Movement's going to be really key against Sabalenka's big ground strokes. We've seen what she's capable of, but now, again, it's a step up in competition, so she's going to have to handle the moment and the opponent.
Okay.
I might just echo what Sam said. I think I absolutely agree. And I think for me, if we just touch on the kind of nerves, the emotion side of it, I think she's going to have to handle that. And because if you can control that, often the game flows and your serve will kind of happen and everything happens much more easily. So, I think just be in that right headspace.
The mental game.
Yeah.
The mental game is going to be key.
Yeah, absolutely. And same for Sabalenka. I know she seemed relaxed, and I know. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pass it to Sam for this question because she has played a Grand Slam major singles final, and I just can only imagine going out there. It's you and your opponent. It's like a game of chess. Who can deal with things at the moment? And I'm just think Sabalenka's ready to deal with that moment, maybe a little bit more than Zhang.
Oh, for the first time you're in a Grand Slam final, it is daunting, it's scary. I mean, every single time you're in that position, it is. But if you've been in it more than once, you know what that is going to feel like. And you've got, your processes and things in place to combat anything that you might feel. Doing it for the first time, obviously, players do win the first time they're in Grand Slam finals. But when you're up against someone with the amount of experience Sabalenka has, I think it has, something to play for today.
All right, well, we all know we're set for an almighty battle coming up later on. Tune in to Channel 9's Wide World of Sport. Ladies, thank you.
Thank you.
Wide World of Sports is your home of the Australian Open.
With highlights of every match of the AO, the on-court interviews, and every day with the morning serve, you'll be ahead of the game.
So click that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing this Australian Open.